Hello everyone. I'm refilming this video because my mic messed up and didn't record anything. It was too windy. I'm at around 7,000 foot elevation plus minus, and this video is going to be a Christian video, so if you're not a Christian, get off the video because you're not going to like it. It's going to be about working out in Christianity, and I have a confession to make. So a few months ago I was reading this testimony by a guy named Kenneth. He's a pastor. I'll put the link down below. He shared how he weighed 300 pounds, so he was obese, extremely overweight, and the Holy Spirit has been convicting him that that's wrong. So he tried different diets, he tried exercising, tried all these different things, but nothing worked. Every time he went back up, he gained the weight back, nothing worked. This time, he understood that he couldn't do anything, and he said, God, I can't do it without you. Just take over me, help me lose the weight. And I believe in the next 6 months, without any extreme exercise program or diet that he tried before, just simply watching his food a little here and there, exercising a little here and there, he lost 105 pounds. So he went down to 195 with a simple prayer. And that convicted me, because I remembered how I got this fit. I tell everybody, hey, I work out, I do this and that, but it's not quite entirely true. In school, in middle school, and sometimes in elementary school, I was bullied a lot. I was a really small, skinny guy. I was around 115 pounds in 8th grade. Really small, really skinny. I was always the shortest one in class, and got picked on a lot. And then I said, God, you see my position, and this is going to be the stupidest thing I'd probably ever pray to you about, but I really want to get fit. I know it has nothing to do with Christianity. I know it has nothing to do with spirituality, but as my father, as my friend, can you please help me and answer my prayer in this? So, I guess he heard my prayer. Soon after, my uncle came and motivated me to start working out, and I did. And he inspired me every single day to come to the park, and in the park I just wanted to do as many push-ups as I could, as many pull-ups as I could, to practice for a new trick, to learn a muscle-up, all these things. I never knew a thing about working out. I never knew a thing about eating. I never knew a thing about anything, but I came there and did, my sayings, always listen to your body. It's basically what happened. Always listen to me, to my body, what it was telling me. Need to eat more meat, I'll eat more meat. Need to work out more, I'll work out more, whatever I needed to do. And soon enough, in the first year, I gained 30 pounds of muscle. I went from 115 to 145, got a lot bigger. People thought I was on steroids. I didn't even drink protein shakes, didn't have anything, just regular food and working out. And I thank God at that time. I said, God, thank you. You answered my prayer. And I knew it was an answer from prayer from Him. Because I also tried to start working out many times before and it just never worked until now. But here is the problem that came in. Alright, you Christians. I got obsessed with working out. I couldn't spend, I couldn't go a week with no working out. I just was so hyper, I needed to do something. And then there came a time when God was telling me this became an idol in your life. It came from nothing. I gave you this. You're basically twisting the knob too far. It's become an idol. And I prayed and said, God, you know what? The same way you gave it to me, the same way you take it away. And after 1 year, my obsession went away. I was no longer obsessed with working out. I felt free again. Felt free from everything. And now, how I train for health, maintenance. And this is a testimony for you Christians. Where is the balance of Christianity and working out? If you see your friend, right, gym partner, whoever it is, and they're Christian, and the first thing that comes out of your mouth was, hey, did you go to the gym today? Or did you do your set yesterday? Did you beat your max and bench? Or whatever you guys talk about. It's not what we were called here for. Christ died for us. He gave His life for us. We are called to be His disciples here on earth. We are pilgrims on earth just passing by. And if we get fascinated with something just as simple as, oh, hey, how you doing? How you doing in your physical? And if that's the first thing that comes out of your mouth, then you're a very, very poor person. Honestly. I mean, why don't we meet and say, hey, Peter, or whoever it is, Peter, guess what God revealed to me yesterday? So I was reading the story about Jesus when there was a shepherd. Stuff climbing on me. There was a shepherd, and the sheep got lost, and he picked up the sheep, and it says he put it on his shoulders and carried it back home. Can you imagine? I realized that I was that sheep that was lost, and he picked me up on his shoulders, and he's carrying me back home. Can you imagine? God's carrying me on his shoulders all my life since I got saved. He's carrying me on his shoulders. All I have to do is just stop fighting back, let him take hold of my, feet, or what are they called? Paws? No, not paws. Whatever they are. Just grab my hands and legs and just carry me home, and I'm always on him. I'm not afraid of, any roaring lion that comes around seeking someone to devour. I'm not afraid of anything because he's carrying me. Can you imagine that, Peter? That's so awesome. Oh, by the way, did you go to the gym yesterday? Yeah, it's not bad to talk about these things, but our first main topic is what concerns us. We're here just pilgrims. We're just passing by. I mean, what you got here? 70 years, 20 of which you sleep? You don't got a lot of time here on earth. And if you waste your time just caring about all these little things instead of caring about things eternal, which never rot, which never, this body's going to rot one day. One day I'm going to lay on the floor, and worms are going to eat me just as much as anybody else. Unless I'm put in some oil and there's water running by and I solidify, which is very rare. Worms are going to eat my body up just like they'll eat your body. And it's good to keep our body healthy. That's the balance. We are the temple of God. When Christ was on the cross, the Holy of Holies, the cloth that separated the Holy of Holies, was ripped in half. Basically, the Holy of Holies became available to everybody because God no longer lived in the temple since that time, because he was Spirit. He came and he lived after the day of Pentecost. He lived as the Holy Spirit within us. So he lives within us, and for him to use us to his full potential, we must maintain ourselves healthy, to be an example in conduct, to be an example in obedience, to be an example in supplication and humbleness, and all these things, in loving to work, loving to help, or just loving people in general. That's what we're called to be an example in. And if a person looks at you and you're not an example to him in that area, whether it's physical or not, I think every Christian is responsible to get that fixed. And of course, no Christian can do that on his own, but he can always pray about it, just like I did. Just kill the fly. And God will answer, and God will lead you this direction, and he'll help you get in shape and everything. But it has to be the right motive. It has to be not because you want it, not because you want to look good, not because you want others to look at you. It's because you just want to not be an obstacle to other Christians, and you not want to be an obstacle to the world around you who look at you and say, oh, this guy's a Christian? I don't want to be a Christian if this guy's a Christian. I don't want to look like that. Whether it's actions, whether it's words, whether it's, even physically, if you're obese, you're destroying your own body. And Christ himself said, whoever, I don't think Christ actually said this. It says in the Bible, whoever destroys his body, Christ will punish. I'm paraphrasing because I read the Russian Bible, so in my head I'm translating as I go. Paul also said, all things are allowed for me, but nothing can possess me. So if there's anything that possesses you that you can't stop, it just overtakes you, it's a sin. So if food overtakes you, it's a sin. If you can't go several days without food, try to fast for a few days. Just to increase your relationship with God, just to put your flesh down, fast for a few days. If you can't do that, if food possesses you so much, then perhaps it's a sin. If working out possesses you, if anything in this world possesses you, if you can't go, I'm talking about physically able things to do. Jesus went 40 days without food. I'm not telling you to go 40 days without water because you'll die. I'm talking about just physical things, just so you test yourself and see that it doesn't overtake you. If computer games overtake you, if anything at all possesses you, it's a sin. And we must be an example there. That's just what I wanted to share with you guys regarding working out. It's not a big thing. I work out, 15 minutes a day, 4 days a week, something like that. I just maintain. I haven't been increasing in strength pretty much at all. I've just been maintaining for the last year or 2 years, because I just want to stay healthy as I am. I'm all about health rather than, strength and bigness or muscle and stuff like that. I'm just being healthy and to be an example to others. That's it. All of you today. God bless you guys. Bye-bye. See you later.